Hello everybody, POSS here today with a recording from StarCraft. This was a P versus T. I'm spawning in as the blue Protoss, and he is the Kadenson, is the red Terran. In this game, I do go for a early carrier rush, which actually you will be able to see the advantage of using the carrier because it's a really great unit for harassing. And obviously, it's just a really, really great unit. You'll see what I do later. He does go heavy marine, and even though you might think that's great against air, it doesn't really mean much for me because I do end up just destroying him, even though he does have a lot of marines. To counter this, if you do see someone using this, I don't know if anyone has used this before. I mean, this is on Bronze League to tell you guys, so it's not like I'm the greatest player in the world. I mean, I let my little brother play, so that's probably a problem. But, you know, whatever. I could care less. I'm in this league. It's okay. I do get an early forge because I always love to get very early forges because I know that if I have a forge early on, I can make a few photon cannons. I can have my base pretty much clear. I'm going to open up the income tab here just to kind of see where we're at with money. I'm ahead of him right now. I have 16 harvesters. He's ahead of me, though, in Vespine gas because I probably at this point I should have had another what's it called? Sorry, another simulator coming up. I do go with the. Sorry, I'm going so fast. Early on, I do go for the 9 pylon, 12 gateway. Then after that, I kind of like to go for the cybernetics core at 16. I go for basically a basic build. Oh, that was kind of weird. That's really weird. You guys saw that, right? This is like on the replay. I just randomly went to go click there, and what do you know? I was starting to get warp gate. Anyway, I do have my Stargate up already, so I do not make any void rays now. If you're a P versus P, you know, Protoss versus Protoss, and you see some very early zealots coming on, start chrono boosting some void rays out because void rays can just tear up zealots since they can't attack air. He's blocking his back here, but that doesn't really help at the end. I put the zealot here so I can see any sort of troop movement if he doesn't know, and also he probably isn't going to notice this guy. But so if I see some early troop movement, I know that he's coming to me. Now if your early carrier rush does fail, you're kind of in trouble because you've probably been devoting a lot of your resources and micromanagement to those carriers. Well, to the development, the resources, and all that stuff. So he does not scout me at all, so he doesn't. Actually, he does. Okay, he did get. Yeah, I forgot. He did get a guy in there. So he does see my 2 assimilators, but he doesn't see anything else. Well, he sees this warp gate, so he might think I'm going for a gateway push. So he does, I think, get some marauders, marine marauder. Maybe he was going for a medevac. It may have just been a marine marauder ball. I don't really know much about his base at all. All I see is this reactor, which does tell me that he might be going heavy marine, which isn't really a problem. I do have my 2 carriers. I didn't even realize that they were already out. I do get my 2 carriers out already. I was thinking maybe moving them in. I was like, maybe not. But his force does start moving on to my expansion. I do pull these carriers back. You don't want to really lose a carrier. I mean, there's no need to. Don't lose a carrier. You don't want that to happen. I do give up my surprise, but I do know that I'm just going to need to go in there now before he can build up any sort of defense. So let's look at the production tab. Production, there you are. He is right now building another command center, some more marines. He knows that he's going to need some anti-air. Although even though he does get marines, there's not really much his marines can do against these. Always just let these guys take some damage. I mean, this guy's taking way too much damage. I should have pulled him back earlier. But you don't really need to worry about these guys. Marines aren't even that great against these carriers. You see, he should be micromanaging down my carriers. Don't go after the Inceptors. Not going to do much. I do pull back here. I do see a lot of guys coming in. You don't want to lose these carriers, like I said. And just wait for these shields to come back. Just keep going back and forth and just make more Interceptors because Interceptors are only 25 minerals apiece, and that's really, really cheap. Right now, I am getting out a 3rd carrier. Do get a supply box here for a second. I am sending in this carrier. I do also go for a mothership later. The fleet beacon here. Okay, I've got to even show the fleet beacon, but you also do want to get at least 1 weapons upgrade from the cybernetics core and maybe a plasma shield upgrade. I don't get it this game, but plasma shield upgrade so you can just keep replenishing your shield. The mothership is great because, first of all, you can cloak your unit, so if he doesn't have any missile turrets, there's nothing he can do against it. Let's take a look. I mean, there's really not much he can do against this. I don't even think his Marines can come out here and hit this. I'm trying to just take out this bunker. I didn't even notice that he had more Marines on the way. And, I just missed taking out his bunker. Or maybe I don't know. He's going to get that. I think I wasn't really paying attention to this guy at this point. But that's okay. I wasn't really planning on coming through here. That wasn't really my plan. Although I think I do end up destroying these rocks later on. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I don't want to have to make 2 uploads here. It's really frustrating. I think I do send in a Void Ray a little later on. I don't know where... I think some of my carriers might have actually died. That's not good. I know they didn't. I put them back here. Because I know that he's focusing back here. His Marines do move in. I do get that refinery down, though. So, not really doing much to his base. Just really just trying to piss him off. You will get some rage quits with this, and that's really what you're kind of looking for in this. People will rage quit. You can actually destroy a whole entire base, too. I've destroyed whole entire bases. Now, see, these Marines are just running around. If I were smarter, maybe I would have been able to throw my carriers back in there. But I do pull them back to over here, I believe. I'm trying to remember. Okay, yeah, I do pull them back over here because now I'm starting with a massive force. I do have Void Rays on the way, I believe. He is getting Terran armor, which is a good idea. He's trying to get his guys ready, getting missile turrets out. I'm getting Protoss air weapons too. I'm also getting a mothership, another pylon, and that's all going on for me. He's getting some more missile turrets. He's still getting his infantry, which is a good idea because he knows that these carriers are decimating his stuff. I do see that he has nothing here, so I don't know why he breaks down this wall. Not a good idea. Oh, no, okay, yeah, I remember now. He can get out of here. I think he might actually kill one of my carriers. Oh, no, I remember. I tear up these Marines. Let's just go back there. Let me show you how useless Marines are against carriers. I just want to show you guys that using Marines against carriers is not a good idea because they are useless against carriers. Unless you have, with this many carriers, they're just going to get torn up. Let's take a look at it from his view. What he's doing. What he's seeing. Player. Oh, what the fuck? Sorry. All right. He's trying to take down these rocks. He's gonna get these rocks down in a second. Let me just fast forward this. We really don't care how fast he takes down these rocks. He does not have any upgrades. I actually thought I did see some. Oh, they're still coming. Okay. You'll see these guys just get torn up. No matter how many Marines. These aren't even enough Marines to do much against these carriers. I don't know if he's going for my interceptors or my ships, but his Marines just get torn up. Look at all those interceptors are too much for his forces. I probably could have pushed all the way into his base at this point. I don't think I do. Actually, I might. I don't remember. No, I don't, because I destroyed the siege tank, I believe, so I was kind of thinking maybe I'll come through the back of his base. I see this command center. I know I cannot let him, orbital command, I cannot let him expand, because I don't want to have to chase down another base. It's really annoying. Take down the supply depots. Trying to kind of get him to a supply block situation, although he's not really going to have that problem. He has a nice amount of supply depots back here. I think I do go after these. I'm not too sure. I do have a Void Ray on the way. My mothership should be here by now. I don't like to move this thing. Yes, here, I do go back here. I don't like to move him unless I am micromanaging him because I do not want him to get killed. Mothership is annoying to remake. And I just don't want to have to make another one. I do want to move into his pylon here. See these missile turrets. I do not want any of these carriers to go down. I kind of do leave him for a little too long, maybe. But even though he should have been clicking on his missile turrets, clicking right on my forces, because these guys are dead. The missile turrets, although they might be anti-air, they're not really that great. I do pull back here. I don't want to lose any carriers. I probably could have actually won it here. But I do pull back. I don't really want to. Okay, here. Yeah, I see I actually might have gotten shot down there. Key point thing is I do not want to lose any carriers. These carriers are really, really annoying to remake. My Void Ray is coming in here. Don't want to get shot down. I'm just kind of putting over here until I have time to put him back in. And the mighty mothership is on the way. This awesome thing. The mothership is a very powerful unit. Cloaking field, mass recall. I'm going to be mass recalling this army in. And I think he does just back out after he sees the fact that mothership has just mass recalled. This might lag a little bit. I don't know. Using fraps. I mass recoil my army down here. I do come over here to cloak all my ships, and then I do think I move in for the kill. And he does back out once he sees the mothership and knows that defeat is imminent. And there's nothing he can do. Yes, I do come back over here, and I just push in at this point. I don't know if he has anything to defend against me. He only has some Marines. But really, all this firepower, there's nothing he can do against us. We'll go back to his regular speed so we can just watch how these guys are just wrecked. He does have a small army waiting for him back here. He does have a missile turret. A good idea is get Vikings. Vikings, they can chase my carriers if they get damaged, but really his Marines can't chase me off because I'm just using these cliffs. So get some Vikings. You can chase these carriers, even though they probably can shoot down the Vikings. All my carriers' health are actually pretty low except that guy, but I have these shields, which I do use a lot. Those shields, really, without those shields, my ships would have been shot down so many times. I don't know if he even GGs. Yeah, I said good luck in the beginning. He didn't even say good luck to me either, so he probably doesn't GG. So thanks for watching. We can watch this. Yeah, see, there he goes. I still have to, have fun. All right. Have a nice day.